Have you ever found yourself at a dead end staring at that wall that rises between you and your dream? That feeling of inadequacy, a feeling of defeat? I don't want to feel like that anymore, and I don't want you to feel that way either. Today, we break this wall down. In the past 4 years, I've struggled so much with this issue myself, and I realized it is not something you get rid of, but rather something you need to learn to live with. I came out with some tips that help me get out of this black hole whenever I feel I'm falling in it, and I decided to make this video as I realized I'm certainly not an isolated case, and it's just not a great way to feel. So I just hope this video could be of some help. What is important to realize is that procrastination is not the cause, it's the consequence. When we understand that, then we can try to focus on the problem. Why are we not going on with our life? What is that stops us? I've had lots of moments of procrastination. Probably if there could be a championship, I should definitely participate. Like, I don't know, a national team or something. First Olympic medal in procrastination. So, I believe I'm, if not an expert on the scientific point of view, definitely an expert in the experiential one. What I found is that procrastination is a consequence of inadequacy and fear. It's the anti-confidence hero. That's why you'll often hear of performance anxiety, fear of success, blank page block. Why, for example, I don't easily start a new video or a new painting. Personally, I think it has mostly to do with the fact that I need those things to work out for me. I can't just not think of the results. And of course, when you need to get good results, it gets harder to get to do the activity. See, for example, study for an exam. We'll see why and how to fix that in a moment. But one of the issues is indeed that when results don't come after an emotional effort, it destroys you. I know. And painting is nothing if not the result of emotional effort. An effort to put ourselves out there on a canvas with our colors, our ever-evolving forms visible before everyone's eyes. If not received well, it kinda feels like people don't like us, right? Us, not our painting, isn't it? Procrastination is that mechanism that wants to prevent us from getting hurt. It is not evil, just important to understand this. It's like a good friend that is trying to look after us. If you know that by doing something you have never done before you could get hurt, then not starting is indeed a solution. At least for a lot of people I know it is. But trying to do something you have never done before is also the only way to achieve something you have never achieved before. As humans, we are dreamers, we can't stop that. Unfortunately, what does really a dream is when not turned into a practical goal? It is just hope. Hope that one day we might achieve this or that someone will knock at our door and recognize our talents and skills out of nowhere. No, this is not a movie, neither a fairy tale. How do we turn our dream into a goal and so stop procrastinating? Well, I'm open to suggestion here as well, but I believe everyone has or needs to create its own waking alarm. There is no universal law, though I can give you in this video some tips that work or have worked for me and then can be a base for you to start from. It's kinda like the holy grail of the human mind of our century, the endless productivity model. Indeed, I noticed that for me, few things work and have helped me in getting through rough moments of inactivity. The first, get up early, quite early. The first 3 to 4 hours after waking up are the most productive. Usually I noticed for me they need to be before 11 AM. Do something useful and practical already before breakfast. Might be like searching for references for your next painting, organizing your studio, squeeze paint on the palette, sharpen your charcoal pencils. The reasons why it needs to happen before breakfast is because usually during breakfast our mind starts to wander. It's a dead, slow activity. Some people watch their phones, thus getting distracted. Others the news, others just overthinking about the multitude of tasks of the day. No matter what you do, the result is the same. You start filling your mind with problems, yours or of others that actually you make yours. Anxiety grows at this stage and procrastination starts having its breakfast too. By having prepared something beforehand, we put an action in motion. Now our tools are ready, our paint is squeezed. Can we let it sit there to dry? No way, it's a shame and money wasted. We need to complete the action. The next step is painting. Now you might not be a painter, but I believe you can easily migrate this type of activity to whatever it is you'd like to achieve. A different approach with the same outcome, in case you are not an early bird and have no intention to be, is to prepare everything the night before. I think once I heard somewhere that the best way to start a better day is to start from the night before. If you prepare everything you need to paint, then you can just sit and do it. You are more likely to thin down the barrier to procrastination. Same goes for hitting the gym early in the morning or going out running. If you prepare your gym bag and everything you need the night before, you are more likely to get up and go. Rather than staying in bed thinking how hard it is to face the idea or even preparing your bag. And I think that helps me is to exercise. I know. Some of you are probably getting out of my video right now, but hear me out, okay? Then you can express your thoughts in the comment section. Go wild. Regular exercise boosts confidence and reduces stress and negative emotions. I'm not like in love with the idea of having to go to the gym or out for a run. I'm constantly thinking, can I skip this? But I can see the benefits it has on my mindset. If not, confidence is a great anti-procrastination element. It can help you think that no matter what, your painting is going to come out great. Because you are you, and you are amazing. In order to keep ourselves accountable, it also really helps setting up a goal. Although drawing or painting more is definitely not acceptable as a goal. A goal is defined as the destination we want to reach, and drawing or painting is our vehicle. It can be whatever, but it needs to be realistic and possible. Becoming a famous painter? Too generic. Exposing in 2 galleries by the end of the year? Already more achievable. Selling millions of illustrations? Definitely not a goal. But setting a deadline for creating an online store with a minimum of 10 items? That's now a great one. You got the point, right? Of course, these are some points to help you swing in the right direction. Ultimately, you know yourself better than anyone else, and sometimes giving into procrastination might just be a way to get a bit of rest from the stress of the world. So try not to stress about it. Otherwise, what's the point? Take these moments in and know that you can come out of it and you are not alone. Some people procrastinate because they feel they are not good enough. The so-called imposter syndrome. I've had that too, and I've come to realize that for every time I quit, I always end up coming back. I'm never able to quit permanently. I think that's one of the signs you are a real artist. As frustrated as you are, you can't walk away for good. If you are any type of creative, you have to create. You have to, and it's not something an imposter will feel. Avoid overthinking. Avoid thinking about the final drawing before starting. Avoid thinking about how it will be received. If you just put down pen, pencil, brush, whatever on paper and start, keeping your mind open for possibilities without expectation, you're only left with surprise and amazement by your results. If one thing we can always expect from our final drawing, either happy or not with our result, is growth. Also, don't be discouraged from not being totally happy with your results. The beauty of growing and learning is also that we'll always notice something to improve. The big masters do so as well, so don't worry and keep growing. So if I want to start painting, but my mind starts roaming around, then I say, that's it. I'm going to waste this time thinking? Or is better maybe to use a brush instead? So now you do the same. You have seen this video. Stop using your mouse and start using a brush instead. See you at the next one. Bye.